Okay guys, so this is the infamous Naked 3 palette. The palette does come with a sample package of 4 of the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potions. Quite generous samples if you ask me, but I do have the original primer potion, so I'm just going to put that all over my lid, and I'm going to bring that up to the brow bone as well as the lower lash line, because we are going to apply shadow there. And my thing is that I think they included the primer potions in the package because a lot of these shades are very shimmery, and if you don't have a base down, they would pretty much flick and there would be a lot of fall down, and also they won't last. So I'm just going to go with this first shade, which is Strange, the lightest color in the palette, and I'm just going to use that as a brow bone highlight. This is the first matte shade in the palette. There are 3 in total. I'm going to take a blending brush and I'm going to go in with Nooner just straight through the crease. If you are someone with a shorter eye space between your brows and your lashes, then you don't necessarily need to go in with a color to define the crease. Another reason for doing that is that the colors are so shimmery that if you put down the shimmery color first and then you go to blend it, it would just blend too much and it would just look, you know, that's when you get that disco ball looking look. So when you put a matte shade through the crease first and then follow up with a shimmery color such as Darkside, which is what I'm doing now, it just gives you more control in your blending, and it will define the crease without your eyes looking like a disco ball with shimmer all over the place. So just my little trick, if you do have a smaller eye space as well, go in with a smaller brush with a Nooner through the crease and then follow up with, you know, any one of the shades that can define your crease that suits more your skin tone. For me, I'm going to go in with Darkside, and I'm just going to use the blender portion of the brush that's also included in the palette, and I'm just going to take that through the crease. As you guys can see, I'm just using it, placing it where I want it, then go back in with that brush and further kind of blend it into Nooner that I put down first. And you want to continue to add blend until the look is as intense as you like it. I'm also going to use a smaller blending brush, a pencil brush, and put that below the lower lash line as well. Next, I'm going to take my lid color. That color is called Trick. That to me is the quintessential perfect rose gold color. It's the perfect mix of a gold with the rosiness in it. So that is rose gold. That is the color that I would say would define this palette, and I'm just going to take that color all over the lid and I'm really packing it on. And these colors, they're really pigmented, but the good thing with that is that you can blend it down, or you can, you know, keep adding to define to make it more the look stronger. As you guys can see here, that was, what was that color? That was the color Dust. And one of the concerns I have with the palette is that they actually have quite a bit of fallout, and Dust is the one that falls out the most because it has big flecks of shimmer in it, or what do you call it, sparkles in it, so it does tend to have more fallout. And that there is Blackheart, which I'm using to further define the crease. That is, it's a matte black really with flecks of pink gold flecks in it, but it looks purple because of the shimmers that are in it. But when you do swatch it, it does give you that black, deep purple that looks black with specks of gold in it. That's what Blackheart is. And I'm just using the brush. I cleaned off that brush and I'm just going to go in with a little bit more Nooner, and I'm just going to further define define, or not define, further blend out the lines of my eyeshadow, just to make sure that everything kind of, you know, kind of goes seamlessly together, because that's the look that I was going for. So I'm just applying my lashes and eyeliner, and yeah. And that's just a blush from BH Cosmetics. I think it's called Rose. I don't have it with me right now, but each of them has a name, and that one is the one called Rose. With this look, I wanted something that's just going to give me just a flush of color, but not too much that's going to take away from the eyes. It does come with a highlighter section as well, so right here I'm just using the highlighter section, which wasn't showing up enough for me because I do like a highlighted look, especially with a look like this. So I just went in with that Wet n Wild palette, and I'm just going to use that to further highlight my cheekbones. And that is e.l.f.'s lip pencil in Buck, one of my favorite nude lip liners. I absolutely love their lip liners. And first color I'm going to use is HoneyLove, and I would have stopped there. In my everyday, I probably would have just left it like this. HoneyLove, it is a matte nude color, and that right there is Hue, which is a satin peachy toned nude, just to bring in some moisture. But I also wanted to go that step further and show you guys what a gloss would look like on top of that. So I am applying MAC's gloss in, I forgot the name, but all the info will be in the description box. Thank you guys so much for watching, and yes, I am going to fluff my hair and, you know, show you guys the look. And this is what it looks like on my skin tone, which is considered darker. So this is Urban Decay Naked 3 on darker skin tone. Thank you guys. I'll see you in my next video.